Hey, I'm Steven, founder and CTO of Pillarwheel Studios. I want to walk you through what we've been working on, where it started, and where it's going. Everything here is connected. The same code, the same architecture, just applied in different directions. First off is SimForge. So it's kind of hard to show a backend server or primarily a backend server with various simulations. So here I've started one. It's already advanced more than 24,000 ticks. So with a population of 24 agents. So it even has a little floor plan ability, so we can click on various buildings and rooms that are managed within the simulation. And these little blips here represent people. So there's an analytics layer that shows the distribution of the actions that's within a daily routine of the various agents. And there's a tab for the various agents within this web UI. So this simulation is a representation of a office, and ultimately it's going to be, or is a representation of our virtual office. That's a extension of our Pillarwheel AI Executive Suite. Our Executive Suite is one that came out of a real need. So running a solo studio means wearing every hat. So the AI Executive Suite is a board of directors that I can talk to. There's an AI CEO, CMO, CLO, the whole table. So they deliberate, they debate, they give us actionable output. So these are some of the outputs. The left tab over here manages or navigates to the various agents. We have an ability to generate various strategies. This is one that's been generated that kind of gives us some of our goals. An example to create a portfolio, develop some transparent milestones. So the goal is simple: keep the builders building and let the AI handle the overhead and the organizational part of it. So back to SimForge. Since we had a virtual headquarters, we needed a way to display and manage all the virtual agents and the virtual headquarters. So this could also facilitate the building of a brick and mortar if it ever came down to that. But it could, before that, just present a virtual space for all those things, for all the human and the AI agents to interact with. So in addition to the web UI, which is primarily 2D, we have also developed here a Unity interface that provides a 3D interface to the different simulations. So this provides us a way to navigate the 3D space, and we're still, of course, developing all of this. You'll see characters going through walls because they're going from just one space to another without taking the walls into consideration right now. Right now I'm just trying to get the actual movements of the different agents clarified and worked out, and navigation from the floors. So you can see here that the different details of the profession, what they're doing, the zone that they're in, is displayed. This partial visualization dialog here assists us in building this 3D space and the different floors of the virtual space. And so we have even a virtual server room here, meeting rooms, a lobby. Other than the corporate simulation, we do have the ability to simulate other environments. So this was a start of a simulation of a forward operating base for military purposes. So this is still within SimForge. So when we create a new simulation, for instance, we'll create a new military simulation here. We have floor plans in the 2D sense of different battle positions. We can still analyze the analytics and the different agents for this military simulation. So what this allows us to do is in the analytics portion, we can export this data. We can, for one, have the simulation run where we can analyze the different ticks going on. So that actually will provide the different zone breakdowns and the action distributions. Once more data collects, the more ticks that the simulation gains, the more actions that it's able to distribute. So for instance, our corporate office has been running for more than 24,000 ticks. So when we do the analytics on it, we see a much detailed distribution of the different actions. So even though this is 2D, we can start getting a sense of comparing this to real world data. And we've downloaded quite a number of data sets to compare our simulated data to. So for instance, for core scheduling, we've downloaded data from the American Time Use Survey. For behavioral realism, we have integrated social patterns by the Copenhagen Network Studies. Once we do some analytics, we get a better idea of what the agents should be spending their time on within the simulation. So SimForge is able to simulate more than just corporate office and the military. So we're also able to do healthcare and hospital simulations, as well as stadium and large crowd simulations, in addition to custom simulations, where you can set up your own scenario. So here's where we take the military simulation and actually do something with it. We're taking the forward operating base behavioral logic, the supply chains, the unit AI, and then we're building it into a real game in Unreal Engine 5. We're not throwing the simulation away, we're porting it, expanding it, and giving it a world. That's Veilhold. Veilhold is a tactical-based defense game set against an alien threat called the Korvoth. You command a forward operating base, manage your units, your supply lines, your defenses. The AI running your enemies and your unit behavior comes directly out of SimForge. The visuals are being built in Unreal Engine 5 with Blender handling a lot of the asset work. Veilhold is the game that shows what we can actually do right now. It's a showcase. It's a proof of concept. So that's the tour. AI Executive Suite running the studio, SimForge powering real-world simulations across healthcare, corporate, military, and other simulations, and Veilhold showing what happens when you take that military simulation and turn it into something that people can play. Pillarwheel Studios. Every gear turns on the last. Every pillar holds what comes next.